take a look out to your right, you'll be able to see her pulling out from the engine house. She's our coal-fire locomotive. Number 119 was commissioned to work for the Union Pacific. Union Pacific was working out east, coal country. Naturally, a lot of their steam locomotives at this time used coal as a source of fuel. So number 119 is actually going to head down the siding track, which is the track you guys had to walk over to get out here before, again, returning to the main line. So if you guys would like to head out towards the siding, I'll give your safety information as we walk over there. You're welcome to spread out anywhere on the grass, anywhere on either side of the tracks, so long as you make that decision rather quickly. And as long as you're behind those white ropes, we are all good. So for the demonstration, we ask that you stay 15 feet behind the tracks at all times. On the siding, that is those white ropes. Up here, I'll point it out when we get back up here to the main line. Alright, so siding tracks like this would pop up every 15 to 30 miles on the Transcontinental Railroad. They had a very practical purpose. But if I'm battling between me and number 119 speaking, she's going to win, so I'll let her pass by us. If you'll notice, the main line of the Transcontinental Railroad is one line of tracks for two-way traffic. So that is where these sidings as they allow for that two-way traffic to happen. So 119, this is historically a freight locomotive. She would have pulled off onto the siding as far as she could and wait for a passenger locomotive to pass her on the main line before returning on the freight. continue to the next station or the next siding track. But you were on time, but that other locomotive wasn't. They're taking quite a long time. So if you've ever experienced being sidetracked, that is where we get that phrase. The siding track, being stuck on that siding track for a long period of time because another locomotive was running late, or maybe you were running early. That's where it originated from. Now, if you take our fireman has just hopped out and pulled that 40-pound railroad switch tracks all the way out here. So they will actually head past us towards California before backing up and stopping. At least So there was all that going on. So the actual last spike of the Transcontinental Railroad was an ordinary iron spike nailed in by an ordinary railroad worker. We actually don't even know their name because the railroad executives couldn't do it, so they handed it off to someone who had been working on the rails. So our fireman has hacked out and placed that safety chain around the rear drive wheel of number 119, basically our 1800s parking brake. You guys are welcome now to get a closer look into the piece of history. We have a blue platform around the back where you can get a peek into the cab of the Victorian era locomotive and the tinder box. You can cross the rails at any point. This is the last spike site where there's a replica Laurelwood tie here. We just ask that you don't touch or climb on the locomotives, as like I said, thousands of hours of maintenance go into keeping these guys running and looking as good as they do. So if you have any